Black holes are stranger than anything, dreamed up by science fiction writer. During the most of the life of normal star, over many billions of years, it will support itself against its own gravity by thermal pressure caused by nuclear process which convert hydrogen into helium. Eventually, however, the star will exhaust its nuclear fuel. The star will now contract. In some cases, it may be able to support itself as white dwarf star. John Wheeler introduced the term black hole in 1967. From the outside, you can't tell what is inside a black hole. You can throw television sets, diamond rings, or even your worst enemy into the black hole. And all the black hole will remember is the total mass, the state or rotation, and the electric charge. John Wheeler is known for expressing this principle as a black hole has no hair. A black hole has boundary called event horizon. This is where gravity is just strong enough to drag light back and prevent it escaping because nothing can travel faster than light. Everything else will get dragged back also. Falling through the event horizon is a bit like going over Niagara Falls in canoe. If you are above the fall, you can get away if paddle fast enough, but once you are over the edge, you are lost. There is no way back. As you get nearer the fall, current gets faster. This means it pulls harder on the front of the canoe than back. There is a danger that the canoe will be pulled apart. It is the same with black hole. If you fall toward a black hole, feet first, gravity pull harder on your feet than your head because they are nearer the black hole. If the black hole has the mass of a few times our sun's, you will be torn apart and made into spaghetti before you reach the event horizon. However, if you fall toward a much larger black hole with a mass of a billion times the sun's, you will be reached the horizon without difficulty. So if you want to explore the inside a black hole, make sure you choose a big one. Although you wouldn't notice anything particular as you fell into a black hole. Someone watching you from a distance would never see you cross the event horizon. Instead, you would appear to slow down and hover just outside. Your image would get dimmer and dimmer and redder until you were effectively lost from sight. As far as outside world is concerned, you would be lost forever. With no light escaping from black hole, there is no way that anyone watching from a distance could actually witness your descent. The boundary zone around the black hole has the property that is always increased when additional matter or radiation falls into the black hole. The property suggests that there is a resemblance between the area of event horizon of a black hole and conventional Newtonian physics, especially the concept of entropy in thermodynamics. What would be meant by the entropy of a black hole? When a black hole is created by gravitational collapse, it rapidly settles down to a stationary state, which is characterized by only three parameters: the mass, the angular momentum, and the electric charge. Apart from these three properties, the black hole preserves no other details of the object that has collapsed. If black hole has finite entropy that is proportional to area of its event horizon, it also ought to have a finite temperature, which would be proportional to its surface gravity. This would imply that a black hole could be in equilibrium with respect to thermal radiation. Since the black hole would absorb the thermal radiation that fell on it, by definition, would not be able to emit anything in return. It cannot emit anything. It cannot emit heat. If information is lost, which is apparently what is happening in a black hole, there should be some release of energy, but that flies in the face of the theory that nothing come out of a black hole. This is paradox. The incredibly dense objects created by the collapse of star. One theory suggested that black hole with identical qualities could be formed from an infinite number of different types of stars. Another suggested that the number of possible types could be finite. This is a problem of information. That is, the idea that every particle and energy force in the universe contains an implicit answer to a yes-no question. Because a black hole have no hair, one cannot tell from the outside what is inside a black hole, apart from its mass, state of rotation, and electric charge. This means that a black hole contains a lot of information that is hidden from the outside world. If the amount of information hidden inside a black hole depends on the size of the black hole, one would expect from general principle that the black hole would have a temperature and would glow like a piece of hot metal. But that was impossible, because as everyone knew, nothing could get out of a black hole, or so it was thought. The black hole seemed to emit particles at a steady rate. Black hole create and emit particle and radiation just as if it were an ordinary hot body with a temperature that is proportional to its surface and inversely proportional to its mass. One way to understand this emission is as follows. Quantum mechanics implies that the whole of space is filled with pairs of virtual particle and antiparticle, which are constantly materializing in pairs, separating, then coming together again and annihilating each other. This concept hinges on the idea that a vacuum is never totally empty. According to uncertainty principle of quantum mechanics, there is always the chance that particle may come into existence, and this would always involve pair of particles with opposite characteristics appearing and disappearing. This particle called a virtual particle, because unlike real particle, they cannot be observed directly with a particle detector. Now in presence of black hole, one member of a pair or virtual particle may fall into the black hole, leaving the other member mutual annihilation. The four-second particle or antiparticle may fall into the black hole after its partner, but it may also escape to infinity, where it appears to be radiation emitted by the black hole. A black hole of the mass of the sun would leak particles at such a slow rate that the process would be impossible to detect. However, there could be much smaller mini black hole with mass of say mountain. A mountain-sized black hole would give off X-ray and gamma rays at a rate of about 10 million megawatts, enough to power the entire world's electricity supply. It wouldn't be easy, however, to harness a mini black hole. You couldn't keep it in a power station because it would drop through the floor and end up at the center of the earth. If you had such a black hole, about the only way to keep hold of it would be have it in orbit around the earth. According to some theories, the universe we experience is just a 4-dimensional surface in a 10 or 11-dimensional space. The movie Interstellar gives some idea of what this would be like. We wouldn't see this extra dimension because light wouldn't propagate through them, but only through the 4 dimension of our universe. Gravity, however, would affect the extra dimension and would be much stronger there than in our universe. This would make it much easier for a little black hole to form in the extra dimensions. It might be possible to observe this at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN in Switzerland. As particles escape from a black hole, the hole will lose mass and shrink. This will increase the rate of emission of particles. Eventually, the black hole will lose all its mass and disappear. What then happens to all the particle and unlucky astronauts that fell into the black hole? They can just re-emerge when the black hole disappears. It seems that information about what falls in is lost, apart from the total amount of mass, the amount of rotation and electric charge. But if information is lost, this raises a serious problem that strikes at the heart of our understanding of science. We have believed in scientific determinism, that is, that the law of science determines the evolution of the universe. This principle was formulated by Laplace, who said, if we know the state of universe at one time, the law of science will determine it at all future and past times. In Laplace determinism, one needed to know the position and speed of all particles at one time in order to predict the future, but we also to take in account the uncertainty principle, which lies at the heart of quantum mechanics. This holds that the more accurately you know the position of particle, the less accurately you can know their speed, and vice versa. In other words, you can know both the position and the speed accurately. How then can you predict the future accurately? The answer is that although one cannot predict the position and speed separately, one can predict what is called quantum state. This is something from which both position and speed can be calculated to a certain degree of accuracy. If we know that quantum state of the universe at one time, the law of science should enable us to predict it at any other time. If information were lost in black hole, we wouldn't be able to predict the future because a black hole could emit any collection of particles. It could emit a working television set or a leather-bound volume of the complete work of Shakespeare. So the chance of such exotic emission is very small. If determinism, the predictability of the universe, break down with black hole, it could break down in other situations. Even worse, if determinism break down, we can be sure of past history. Either this history book and our memories could just be illusion. It is the past that tells us who we are. Without it, we lose our identity. It was therefore very important to determine whether information really was lost in black hole or whether in principle it could be recovered. Many scientists had different opinion on that, but no one could suggest a mechanism. But here is one idea from Richard Feynman, might be the answer. Instead of one single history, there are many different possible histories, each with its own possibility. In this case, there are two kinds of history. In one, there is a black hole, in which particle can fall in. The other, there is no black hole. This is that from the outside, one can't be certain whether there is a black hole or not. The possibility is enough to preserve the information, but information is not written in a very useful form. It is like burning a book. Information is not lost, you keep all the smoke and ashes, but it is difficult to read. There is theory from Stephen Hawking that tells us that the information is encoded on the event horizon of the black hole. What does this tell us? About whether it is possible to fall into a black hole and come out in another universe? The existence of alternative histories with and without black hole suggests this might be possible. On 10th April 2019, most amazing thing happened. They released first ever image of a black hole. So it is showing plasma orbiting the supermassive black hole at the center of galaxy M87. The bright region shows plasma coming toward us, and since it is traveling near the speed of light, it is appear bright when coming towards us and dimmer when going away. This is called relativistic beaming. The supermassive black hole in M87 is very active, meaning it is constantly feeding on lots of matter from its glowing hot accretion disk. The reason that image is so fuzzy because it is so tiny. The black hole itself is supermassive. As measured from the picture, the black hole has mass of 6.5 billion times that of our sun. The actual size of its shadow is nearly the size of our solar system, but located 53.5 million light years away. It is size of our perspective only 40 micro arc second. That's the angle it makes on the sky. To get this sort of resolution, we needed to build telescope that size of the Earth. That's why scientists use 8 telescopes spread across the globe. They all simultaneously observed M87 and as they rotated that help in the Earth-sized telescope that they are trying to simulate. We have another black hole, Sagittarius A star. The supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way has a mass of roughly 4 million suns and has a diameter about the distance between the Earth and Sun. Black holes aren't as black as they painted. They are not eternal prison once in vision. Things can get out of a black hole, both in this universe and possibly to another. So if you feel you are in a black hole, don't give up. There is a way out. This entire video made from Stephen Hawking's BBC Reith lecture. So that's it for today's video. Peace.